For us children, a younger sister and myself, the favorite resort was a spacious floor below, near the door of which was a large wooden lattice that allowed us direct communication with the street and open air. A bird cage of this sort, with which many houses were provided, was called a frame. The women sat in it to sew and knit. The cook picked her salad there. Female neighbors chatted with each other, and the streets consequently, in the fine season, wore a southern aspect. One felt at ease while in communication with the public. We children, too, by means of these frames, were brought into contact with our neighbors, of whom 3 brothers von Oschenstein, the surviving sons of the deceased mayor, lived on the other side of the way, won my love, and occupied and diverted themselves with me in many ways. Our family liked to tell of all sorts of waggeries, to which I was enticed by these otherwise grave and solitary men. Let one of these pranks suffice for all. A crockery fair had just been held, from which not only our kitchen had been supplied for a while with articles for a long time to come, but a great deal of small gear of the same ware had been purchased as playthings for us children. One fine afternoon, when everything was quiet in the house, I whiled away the time with my pots and dishes in the frame, and, finding that nothing more was to be got out of them, hurled one of them into the street. The von Ochensteins, who saw me so delighted at the fine smash that it made, that I clapped my hands for joy, cried out, "Another!" I was not long in flinging out a pot, and, as they made no end to their calls for more, by degrees the whole collection, platters, pipkins, mugs, and all, were dashed upon the pavement. My neighbors continued to express their approbation, and I was highly delighted to give them pleasure. But my stock was exhausted, and still they shouted more. I ran, therefore, straight to the kitchen, and brought the earthenware, which produced a still livelier spectacle in breaking, and thus I kept running backwards and forwards, fetching one plate after another, as I could reach it from where they stood in rows on the shelf. But, as that did not satisfy my audience, I devoted all the ware that I could drag out to similar destruction. It was not till afterwards that anyone appeared to hinder and forbid. The mischief was done, and in place of so much broken crockery, there was at least a ludicrous story, in which the roguish authors took special delight to the end of their days.